Welcome back to another message crawler update. Today I want to show you how to tag documents from an external file. So let's go to my computer and I'll show you how to do that. Alright, now we're in a database and we have some data here. What we want to do is take some documents that have been put into a separate file. Let's say we have a list of control numbers and we want to identify these documents here somehow. There are two ways of doing it. One is by updating a field, and the other is by updating a tag. Now, tag is kind of similar to it. If we go to advanced tags, we can add whatever tags we want. So custom something. So now we have a tag we can use. Right? So we can create as many of these as we want. Think of them as like a choice fields. So, and that's also the best way to do it. In order to do the tagging, we are going to say tag from list, and we're going to say load from file, and we're going to load these records we just saw right here. So now we have it in the list. Next, we got to say how we're going to match them, and we're going to use control number. So we're going to match this field to a control number field, and then we are going to say we're either going to use existing tag or a new tag. So we can say, let's call it new tag. And then we can also optionally create a search so that we can use those, so we can export those documents right away. So we can say search for new tag. Now keep in mind, if you're using an existing tag and documents have already been tagged, this search will just search for that tag overall in the whole thing, not just what was tagged in this set. All right, so we're going to click on set tag, and it says updated 29. If we come back here and hit refresh, there we go. We have our documents assigned to a new tag. Now, if we go to searches, refresh that, we have our search for new tag. Double click on that, run it. And again, that is our search. We had 29 lines here, and we have 29 documents here. So now we have a search, and we are ready for next step. Now we can just export this or perform some kind of manipulation. You're probably going to need to bring in families if you're going to be exporting, but that is a subject for a different video. Now, the other thing we can do when we're tagging is we can also update a field. So we can say, you know, I have a field level and I can update it to 2 or something like that. This is kind of a free form thing where you're just simply updating the field. I don't recommend doing this unless you're fixing like a level or fixing some kind of problem. For the way database is set up right now, the best way to do is create tags and use use that field, use that option. Don't just update a field. The other thing to know about tags is you can have multiple tags per document. So I'm going to say tag selected rows, and I'm going to say export to RSMF, and there you go. So you could see the new tag stays and export to RSMF has been added. So we can have multiple tags, and then we can do searches. And in fact, if we go to search, our tags are going to be right here. So we can say has export to RSMF. We're going to run a search, and those are the same documents that are tagged over there. Oh, and you can see the tag. So that's generally how you would go about taking data that's in some kind of list, like a control number list, and tagging them in the environment. You can use other fields like a family identifier. However, if the field isn't indexed, then the update operation is going to be slow. That's just how databases work. And you are able to go to the back end of message crawler into the SQL and add index yourself. You know, no one is stopping you from doing that. So if you are going to be using some kind of weird field like application category or something, index the field in the back end and then just do the tagging or even update a field. That is totally fine. So there you go. This is how you tag documents in message crawler. Thank you for checking out this update. I will see you on another.